I was watching SpaceX's Falcon Heavy launch, had tears in my eyes when I saw the candlelight, had more tears in my eyes when I saw the boosters touchdown for a smooth landing. I was pumped. I wanted to pull out all of my Carl Sagan books and just read. And then I pulled up Twitter. And you guys were all telling me that a new series of Star Wars movies were just announced. I had to turn the dial on my short-circuiting space brain and shift over to the land of Star Wars. So yes, it's official. Another series of Star Wars films have just been announced. This is not the Rian Johnson trilogy. This is different than that. This is an entirely different series apart from the episodic films as we know them, the anthology films, and the Rian Johnson trilogy. It was announced today that D.B. Weiss and David Benioff will write and produce a new series of Star Wars films. And some of you guys might recognize them. They are the head writers of the Game of Thrones TV show. Kathleen Kennedy said, quote, "David and Dan are some of the best storytellers working today. Their command of complex characters, depths of story, and richness of mythology will break new ground and boldly push Star Wars in ways I find incredibly exciting," close quote. While that is true, they have done a good job with Game of Thrones, they were also working with established stories and characters that were created by George R.R. Martin. And it is this Stormtrooper's humble opinion that since the HBO series surpassed the books, meaning that the show is further along in the series than Martin's books, since then, the show has kind of gone downhill. Am I the only one that feels that way? Regardless, they were working with things that were already established. So it'll be very interesting to see how they formulate a plan for their own newly created Star Wars films. I am confident that they'll do a solid job. It's just weird, right? Maybe it's just me, and maybe I just haven't gotten used to the fact that we're getting so many Star Wars movies so quickly, but I'm feeling sensory overload a little bit, and the movies haven't even come out yet. I know that probably sounds goofy to a lot of you guys, but for whatever reason, my brain hasn't come to terms with these back-to-back big announcements. It's not a bad thing. It's ultimately a good thing, as long as the films are good, right? I just need some time to let it all sink in, because for the longest time, the anticipation was as much fun as sitting down to watch a Star Wars movie. The wait. What's it gonna be like? Years and years of waiting and waiting. And now? Well, now it's just different. The anticipation is still there, kinda, but it's way less. You turn around and there's another one. Then you turn around again and oh look, another one. But the thing is, these are just announcements, right? These particular films won't be out for years, maybe even 5 years. Who knows? So the space between films could easily still be there. The anticipation could easily still be there, and I'm sure it will be there. These are just announcements. It's all good. I really hope they space all of these announced films out at a decent rate, because I can kind of see how for the general movie-going audience, the constant release of Star Wars movies might feel like a traffic jam. Quote, "In the summer of 1997, we traveled to a galaxy far, far away, and we've been dreaming of it ever since. We are honored by the opportunity, a little terrified by the responsibility, and so excited to get started as soon as the final season of Game of Thrones is complete," close quote. So, new series, cool. We have Solo, Episode 9, Rian Johnson's trilogy, the TV show, and now this new series. I have no fucking idea what it's all going to be about, but I'll be here for the ride. Let me know what you guys think of this announcement in the comment section below. HelloGreedo, out.